Mr. Speaker, I believe that this budget will answer the needs of the people. There are flagship programs that will be done throughout the county, and there are some specific programs that will be done at the ward level, Mr. Speaker, sir. To the best of my knowledge, Mr. Speaker, and the Committee of Budget and Appropriation, we believe that though it is not perfect, Mr. Speaker, this budget, if fully implemented, can solve the problems and the services can reach the people of Uasin Gishu County, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is a concern, and all of us are aware, that our unspent balances stands at 2,963 million, Mr. Speaker. It is worrying. Last financial year, it was 1.8 million, Mr. Speaker, as unspent balances. This year is 2.9 million, Mr. Speaker. It is worrying, Mr. Speaker, that the county government of Uasin Gishu is not spending money. And on the other hand, it is quite ironical that we need more resources from the national government. Mr. Speaker, I want to applaud this House because this morning we met with the executive arm of the county government and chart a way forward on how to absorb all the money so that cases of unspent balances amounting to billions should never occur again, Mr. Speaker. It is my prayer that strategies that we develop today of meeting quarterly, of evaluating the absorptive capacity every quarter will bear fruit, Mr. Speaker, so that by the end of second quarter, all the procurement processes has been completed. So that second quarter, third quarter, works should be going on, Mr. Speaker. The third quarter and the fourth quarter payment should be done. The problem of unspent balances will not be there, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, I urge the executive arm of the county government that they need to move with speed immediately, as soon as possible, so that this budget can be implemented for the people of Uasin Gishu and the people of Kenya to realize the fruits of devolution. The fruits of devolution cannot be realized, Mr. Speaker, if we still carry forward billions of money. It cannot be business as usual, Mr. Speaker, this year. As a Committee of Budget and Appropriation, and I request this House that let us not waste time. Let us ensure that the budget is implemented to the letter. Mr. Speaker, sir, with those many remarks, Mr. Speaker, I move and request honorable members to support, and at this point, I request Honorable Muya to second the motion.
Thank you. Before I invite Honorable Muya, I want to recognize the presence of our Controller of Budget within the county. They feel welcome for this deliberation. It is one way, honorable members, of also him reporting back to the headquarters on these deliberations. Honorable Member for Langas.
For the last 6 years, I've been in this honorable house. The control of budget have kept on pushing county assemblies, including Uasin Gishu County assemblies or county government, to come up with itemized budget. We have been trying to come up with such a budget. But I want to say here categorically that we'll be sending a budget to the control of budget that is itemized and even named what is to be done. Mr. Speaker, I want to say that this year's budget, if you go to every ward and want to know what is going to be done in roads, you will see the name of the road and where it shall be done. Similar to any other department. And mark you, Mr. Speaker, that was brought about by this assembly going down, requesting the executive for us to reason together and agree. And I want to state here categorically that for the first time, we are sure as Budget and Appropriation Committee that not less than 30 million is going to be realized in ward level. That is a plus. And Mr. Speaker, that notwithstanding, we made sure that out of these more than 30 million, 5% is going to address the affirmative action. What an improvement.